come from God. All good things come from what? From God. God uses human agents to invent products, concepts, institutions that makes life bearable. But those ideas do not come from the human being. It comes from God. The God of the Bible, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, is the manufacturer of every good thing. He gives human beings the ideas, the concept to invent products and institutions that will better humanity, that would add to our lives, that will make life very beautiful. So any idea, product, or way of living on earth that is good did not come from human beings. God used human beings. But if it's good and perfect, it comes from God. So any product on earth that is evil, that destroys us, that mess our lives, that creates confusion, that destroys our lives, does not come from God. It comes from Lucifer, Satan, that fallen angel. And the devil also uses people. How many of you believe God uses people? Okay. The news this afternoon is that Satan also uses people. So products, circumstances, events, concepts, ideas, institutions that are on the earth, that is spreading negativity, that is creating wickedness on earth, it's not just these individuals or institutions. There is a power, there is a demonic force behind these thoughts, these ideas, and this behavior, and these bad choices. And Satan, that old snake, is behind it. And this lady has a daughter, and suddenly these demons enter into the girl and started now troubling her. They seized her completely. I want us to learn the challenges or the barriers that this lady had to conquer. And I want everybody to write them down so that it helps us in knowing how good God is in helping us conquer these barriers. The first thing was that this girl was attacked. So write attacked. She was attacked. And in life, we will all one day or the other be attacked by the devil, be attacked by demons, be attacked. The devil may use people, use circumstances, but there is an enemy to goodness and godliness. There's an enemy to love. There's an enemy to health. There's an enemy to joy. For every good thing, there is a negative force against it. And the ultimate force behind that negativity is Satan and his demons. So the number one is attacked. Everybody say attacked, which means forcefully seized. There is a devil that wants to forcefully seize our mind, seize our emotions, seize our families, seize our children, seize our talents, seize our joy. There is a demonic unseen force right here in Sweden that goes from house to house seeking a way to steal good things, cut short the flow of good things, and destroy anything that is wholesome, beautiful, good, loving, of good report, anything that would better lives. So we will all one day or the other be attacked. This lady was attacked. Attacked. This lady's daughter is attacked. How many of you have had your child not feeling well before? You've had your child indisposed, not feeling well. How many parents will feel very bad when your child is sick, is not well? Can you imagine? This woman was also feeling the same because the daughter is attacked, seized by disease, seized by demons. The daughter has talents, skills, abilities. She has thoughts, but then all these things cannot work, cannot yield any good. Because when demons enter into anything, they distort, they deviate, they destroy what is good. So the daughter is full of talents, skills, abilities, but the daughter cannot have any meaningful life. Because when demons enter into our hearts, our lives, our families, our institutions, our children, what they do is to seize every good thing in there and download in them wrong things. So you can imagine the daughter will be misbehaving, acting anyhow, talking anyhow. That is not natural. God gave us a brain to think. This coconut supposed to think well. But when demons show up in this coconut, our thoughts become toxic, very evil, negative. We begin to think negative towards each other. We begin to think very hostile thoughts that causes depression, sadness, thoughts that makes you feel like nobody cares for you, nobody loves you. So when demons come in, negative things come in. So number one is attacked. Number two is bound. Bound. She was bound. The Bible says she was possessed by demons. Possessed. So let's write bound. So we are attacked by the devil, attacked by demons, attacked by the enemy, and then we are bound, which means you are rendered you are incapacitated. You have legs but cannot walk. You have eyes, can see, have ears, can hear. You have a heart but can't love. You have good things but can't experience it. Bound. How many of you desire to do good things and you struggle to do them? It's amazing. You have a good heart, but anytime you want to do something good, you end up doing something bad. It's almost like something is holding you from doing that good thing. Those are demonic powers that works to restrict goodness from flowing through us. So there are good things in us but can't come out. Bound. It leads to stagnation. You feel stagnant. You don't see any progress in your life. You have great dreams, great aspirations, but you don't see them realized. They are just wishes and they don't come to pass. Inside you have beautiful things, but you can't bring them out. Something is holding you. You want to be nice to people, then you end up being nasty to them. You want to be forgiving, and yet you hold bitterness against people. It's like something holding you. You look into yourself, you know you can do 100 times more than what you're doing. But somehow, some way, something is holding you. So, Bernard Blessing, I want to pray, but then you can't pray. I want to read the Bible, but I can't read the Bible. Something holding you. So when the enemy attacks us, he binds us. He holds us bound such that we cannot freely live out the good things that God intends for us. So the daughter is bound, seized by demons. Number 3, the mother is now afraid. So let's write fear. How many of you have been afraid before? I know some of you are so afraid you can't lift your hands. It's okay. Okay. But this lady will be afraid. The mother will be afraid. Because when your daughter is not well and you are doing everything you can and still your daughter is getting worse, how many of you agree you would be afraid? How many of you agree? You will be afraid. And in the journey of life, one day or the other, we will all deal with fear. The fear of failure, the fear of suffering, the fear of being rejected, the fear of people not treating you well, the fear of the unknown. Fears would come. In those days, for you to have a demon problem, for you to have a demon living in you, it's like an incurable disease today. Because the only person that could cast out demons out of people was Jesus. The only person. There was no cure for that. So for the mother to have the daughter in this situation was like today having an incurable disease. That is serious. It will bring fear to the heart of the mother. Fear. At times in the journey of life, you would have a problem, a situation that looks so complex and it looks unsolvable. And what it does is that it creates panic, fear in your heart. Am I ever going to come out of this? Can I ever conquer this? Will I be able to overcome this? And the devil is telling you, get ready. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. And your heart begins to beat. Your heart begins to dance inside. And you are afraid. Your two legs begin to knock each other, having fellowship. You get so afraid. And now you are breathing irregularly. You're releasing more carbon dioxide, destroying the ozone layer. You're afraid. Fear can make you dread and panic. You are scared. When it's day, you wish it's night. When it's night, you wish it's day. Oh, the bills are coming. How am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to do this? Fear. Is my daughter going to get better or worse? And every day the daughter is getting worse and the mother is panicking, fear inside. Number 4, shame. Shame. Write it down. Shame. Number 4 is shame. You know, those that live in that area will know what is happening with the daughter. Oh, and if your daughter has an incurable disease, some people are going to go, have you heard? The daughter has a demon. And in like mother, like daughter. If the daughter has a demon, then the mother would definitely have at least one demon. You know how people easily conclude and put a full stop on people when they are going through difficulties. It's amazing. When it's us, we pray, God have mercy. But when it's somebody, forget it. There's something really wrong with them. Anytime you find yourself in a problem, you expect God to give you mercy and strength. But when somebody's going through it, it's easy to condemn them, to look down on them. And when we go through such complex problems and situations, there's a tendency to bring shame. The perception of people towards you, what they think about you. And that people in that area will definitely find out what's happening. Where's your daughter? Always inside? Oh, I see. And one of the days they'll find out, what scream was that? And before you realize, they know there's a demon in the daughter, and it brings shame. When you have problems, difficulties, challenges, there's a tendency for us to face shame. How many of you have felt a little bit ashamed somehow, some way? Okay, God bless you. God bless you for telling the truth. The rest need deliverance from the spirit of lies. Because whenever you go through some difficulty or setback, it creates some tendency of shame. Then number 5 is pain. So can you imagine? This lady had to go through all this inside. Pain. When you see your daughter cannot sleep and you're trying to make her sleep and the daughter will not sleep and the demons are tormenting her. If you love your daughter, you will feel the pain. How many of you parents feel the pain when your child is in pain? Good. So your child is in pain, you feel the pain. And pain is pain. Pain is pain. I've realized all the ain is pain. Anything that ends with ain causes pain. Like Cain in the Bible. Aspirin, cocaine, all the ain ends up with pain. So pain is part of life. When your loved ones are going through pain, you will feel pain. Pain. And pain can cause you to be deaf and dumb. A woman lost 2 of his children to an accident. And when the lady was told, your daughters are dead, your children are gone through an accident, she went straight to the middle of the highway and stood in the middle of the highway. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. That's what pain can do. Pain can make